the monkey with the red butt, baboons are monkeys you probably don't want to mess with. Which I know because I played Dark Evolution.
Step off! Step off! Shit! They jumping me! They jumping me!
Of course, being animals that can be dangerous to humans, baboons eventually got their own horror movie. That, of course, being Primal. So it's time to check it out. The movie begins with a montage of standard monster movie stuff. We didn't see it was just the nightmares that Brody, played by Ron Perlman, was having. I'm sure we all know who Ron Perlman is, but we all know his best movie was Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Hey, menu. Rewind.
Right after that, he gets asked to help out with tracking some plane crash survivors on a restricted island, because he knows the island, so they want to hire him for it, of course. But he just tells him to screw off.
Look, I have important people on that island, and every minute we waste talking...
They're dead.
Anyways, we now cut to the survivors. And if you're wondering, the movie did not show the plane crash.
My father is gonna kill me. He wanted to announce his deal by noon.
You should get a new voice.
One of the survivors goes to get some water, but he gets eaten by the baboons. Brody decides to join the rescue team, as he knows they're gonna need him. When they get on the island, Brody tells everyone to gear up with the guns. And yeah, he uses a gun like 3 minutes later.
Brody, what are you doing?
Thought I saw something.
The survivors fire a flare, and they didn't get found by the rescue team. Brody then goes guns blazing on the baboons to save him.
What is that? Hey, Brody, what the...
Bet you won't see that in National Geographic.
In the morning, the survivors said they wanted to turn the island into a resort. But Brody tells them that the island used to be a research center, and the genetically altered baboons escaped and killed everyone. The group soon gets ambushed by baboons. During the chaos, some of them get separated, and this means Businessman gets a PG-13 death.
Where is everybody?
Baboon wins. Fatality. The red tank top girl runs away from the baboons, but she gets taken out from a Free Stooges gag.
Oh, he broke it.
Well, she does put up a fight. The baboons get her in the end.
Hey, baby.
It turns out that Red Tank Top Girl is actually alive, and she got taken to the baboon cave. Wait, do baboons live in caves? Oh. She isn't trapped in there for too long, because Brody comes to rescue her, and he blows up the baboon cave.
Do you know what this could mean? They are developing at an incredible rate. They're nearly Neanderthal.
I'd like to get out of here before they get cable.
Explosion!
When they get to the beach, the boat is nowhere to be found, which causes everyone to panic. However, Red Tank Top Girl asks Brody with the laboratory, and he says there might be a transmitter there, so they head on their way. While searching for the lab, they split up for some reason.
You don't fool me, Brody. You didn't come back here to die. You came back to end the nightmares.
While this is going on, the bandana guy Eddie gets cornered by the baboons, and Brody charges in to save him while dueling shotguns. When they get to Eddie, he's pretty messed up, but he's alive, so they help him up and continue on. When they get to the lab, it's just a couple of sheds. While in the lab, the red tank top girl finds a tape shows it was her father who created the mutant baboons all along. After this, she talks with Brody, and she says the reason that she joined the rescue team was to find her father. Brody explains that his reason that he came back to this island was to redeem himself, or something like that. The movie makes it very clear that he has PTSD from the first time he escaped from the island, but just doesn't do much with it after that. While calling in for rescue, the transmission cuts out and the baboons begin their assault. So that means it's time to gear up. During the battle, Eddie dies of his injuries, but he does take one out before he dies. When the survivors out of ammo, they decide to use the oil to make an explosion to distract the baboons, and then use an emergency raft to escape. But it was established earlier that the emergency raft could only hold 2 people.
Still have the live raft.
Which of us gets to go home? It's only good for 2 people.
To give everyone time to escape, Brody knife fights a baboon. And once the tower explodes, everyone makes a run for it, and they actually make it to the beach and escape on the raft. Even though it's only supposed to hold 2 people.
Only good for 2 people.
While everyone else escapes, Brody stays behind on the island, ending the movie. Comparing this movie to another Killer Animal movie I reviewed, Komodo was better. The best part about this movie's gotta be Ron Perlman, because he's doing his best with what he's got. He just outshines every other person in this movie, I swear. Everything else in this movie is to being just bad. The pacing is very off, and it's kind of hard to describe unless you've seen it. The movie is very made for TV too, in the sense that don't expect there to be any bloody or gory kills, and a rather formulaic plot. As for the baboons, they are brought to life by using actors in suits, and I think this was the best call, as they looked pretty good even for a made-for-TV movie. Well, I couldn't find a lot of information on this movie. It apparently was an early Sci-Fi Channel original movie, which isn't too surprising given what the movie is, but I've never seen it air on the channel, and I've watched a lot of Sci-Fi Channel, especially these kind of movies. So I guess this is the first Sci-Fi Channel original movie I reviewed on this channel. Hooray, I guess. Overall, I don't recommend this one, but it could be a fun watch with friends, and there's definitely worse Sci-Fi Channel movies out there, believe me. But if you want a 90s Killer Animal B movie, just watch Komodo.
That is like a $1,000 suitcase.
Not anymore.